Hi guys. So this is the last week of the regular season, and then next week playoffs start. So bear with me. This is going to be a little bit confusing, but I kind of broke down who will make the playoffs, how you can make the playoffs, or how you'll be eliminated from the playoffs. Um, so this might be a little confusing, but it'll make sense hopefully in the end. So this is how the playoffs will go. First place and second place get a bye for the first week of the playoffs. The third place team will face the sixth place team, and then the fourth place will face the fifth place. So Logan is automatically guaranteed the first round bye, so congrats. The second bye is still up for grabs. If I win, I get the second round, or I get the second bye of the first week. If I lose though, that spot opens up for Devin or Taylor. Those are the only two other people that can get the bye. So if I lose and Devin and Taylor win, or whoever wins out of them, if I lose, will get it. But if they both win, then whoever has the most points total will get it. So currently Devin is at 1085, and then Taylor is at 1061. So if the scoring continues how it has been, Devin is more likely to get that bye week one. So yeah, she just has to. Taylor has to score more than 25 points more than Devin does this week in order to get that bye. So yeah, I play Danielle, Devin plays Andrew, and Taylor plays Gilbert. So those are going to be the matchups, some good matchups to watch for seeding. Let's see. So this is where it's going to get really interesting too, because there's a lot of things that can happen after that first couple of spots. Me, Devin, Taylor, and Logan, we're the only four that are guaranteed playoff spots. The rest is kind of up for grabs. So that's why I said it's going to be a little interesting. So Danielle, all you have to do to make the playoffs is win. Yeah, you're facing me and you're on a 4-game losing streak, but DeMarco Murray's on a bye. Crazier things have happened. So if you win, you're in the playoffs. Or if Billy loses and Alejandro lose, you're in the playoffs. If you win, or if you lose and Alejandro and Billy win, you just have to score more points than both of them. So if all three of you, or if you lose and they win, you have to score 18 points more than Alejandro does this week, and you have to score 45 points more than Billy this week. So if any of that happens, you're in. It's going to be tough to score 45 points more than someone. 18 points is reasonable, and Alejandro's going against Tim, so that could be a favorable matchup for you. But ideally you want to win to make playoffs. Let's see. Tim, you're going against Alejandro. Unfortunately, you are eliminated from the playoffs. You are one of two teams that are eliminated. Alejandro, if you win against Tim, you need to score more points than Danielle or anyone who wins. So if you score more points than Danielle and she loses, you're in the playoffs. If you score more points than Billy and you both win, you're in the playoffs. If Andrew and Danielle win, you're eliminated. So yeah, that's what you have to do, Andro. Let's see, Billy versus Logan. Logan, like I said, you're already first round bye, so good job. Billy, you have scored 100. You scored 1,068 points. Your record is 5-7. You can make the playoffs with a win against Logan, and with a loss from Alejandro, Danielle, Andrew, or a loss from Danielle and Alejandro and more points than both of them. Or if a loss from Danielle and a win from Alejandro, but more points than Danielle and Alejandro. Currently, you have more points than both of them, so you just have to make sure you score, what is that? Like 19 points more, 17 points more than Alejandro, and 30-some points more than, or 45 points more than Danielle. So that's where you're at. So then Devin versus Andrew. This is another big matchup. So like I said, Devin, if you get the win and I get the loss, you're in the bye if you score more points than Taylor, which you currently have. And you also get a bye with me, with a loss from Taylor also, and a loss from me also. Then Andrew, so you make the playoffs if you get a win or a loss with Danielle losing and Billy and Alejandro losing. Because there's like that 6, 7, 8 spot right there. That's the verge. 6 teams make the playoffs. Those 3 teams are all still fighting for a playoff spot. It's really pretty much win or go home for Alejandro and Billy. Andrew, you can lose and still make the playoffs as long as Billy and Alejandro lose. You're in good shape. And I guess it doesn't really matter what Danielle does if Billy or Alejandro lose, but if Danielle loses and you lose and Billy loses and Alejandro loses, that tie will make you get the playoffs. So sometimes ties are handy, sometimes not so much. Then the last matchup will be Gilbert versus Taylor. Gilbert, you're the other team that's eliminated with your 4-8 record. You're not last place, so that's a bonus. But you're the only team to not score over 1,000 points. So you got to score 44 points this week to break 1,000. So good luck with that. Taylor, so like I said, you're kind of in the same situation as Devin. You will get the first round bye if I lose and Devin loses, or if I lose and Devin wins and you score 25 points more than Devin. Otherwise, you are automatically in the playoffs, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, hopefully that made sense. It was a lot of numbers, a lot of calculations, a lot of ifs or what ifs, so good luck to you guys all in the playoffs, and yeah.